briefly introduce you Debaeque Venture Capital. We are a venture capital firm established in Barcelona in 2001. We are currently managing our third fund, and we define ourselves as a specialized venture capital firm, specialized in two dimensions, in industry and also in development stage. Regarding industry, we invest in technology, media and telecom companies, TMT, broadly speaking, and more specifically in startup industries that we where we have extensive knowledge about it. It's the intelligent part of the money that Javier was talking about. We are also specialized in development stage. We invest in growth companies or expansion companies that have an international expansion plan. In that sense, we take local champions to become global players. And what is the value added of an internationalization process in a Spanish company? There are several. I would just name a few. First, obviously, access to bigger markets, scalability in revenues, which is very, very important to gain traction, to gain a critical mass, which is limiting some business models nowadays. Also, diversification of country risk. This is also very important in the current economic environment, where Spain has been severely hit by the economic turmoil, but there are some other countries that are doing not as worse as Spain, so to say. So this is also very important value of the internationalization process. And also, internationalization gives you, as an entrepreneur, increased visibility towards an exit, towards, let's say, IPO or M&A transaction. In that sense, our support for internationalization processes is very clear, in the sense that our portfolio companies generate 76% of the revenues outside Spain and employ 38% of the workforce outside Spain. And now, how can Debaeque or a venture capital firm can help you in this internationalization process? First of all, you need a strategic plan. With this strategic plan, it's very important to avoid mistakes that other companies have committed when going international. And we provide with knowledge from past experiences to avoid these mistakes. I would say that that's very important, because as a startup, you don't have many chances to repeat an expansion plan. Then, the recruitment of the international team. We help you with a network from portfolio companies, from other people that we might know in the destination markets. We help you to not only point out who is the best people for a specific position, but also to conduct interviews with feedback, etc. Then, once you have all the strategic plan and the team, you start deploying it. You might realize that you need to acquire a company in the target country to grow or at the fastest pace. Then the venture capital firm might help you also with all this process, because we are used to analyze companies, to do due diligence, to value companies. We are familiar with the legal terms in these transactions. In this sense, we have helped some of our portfolio companies in acquiring other smaller companies outside, for instance, in China. And then you might realize also that you need more cash, more gasoline, so to say, to advance in the plan. We help you twofold. First, we reserve some of our funds to support our portfolio companies in further financing rounds, but we also have contacts with international venture capital firms in order to syndicate a bigger financing round for your needs. And well, that's how we or any other venture capital firm can help you with this process. And if you have an internationalization plan in your mind, let's talk about it.
Thank you, Mr. Fares. And now we will present the second company, which is called FIAB by Enrique Borràs. FIAB is an innovative backup